What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? Yes, it's your girl, Tanya Marie, coming to you today again with another one. Yes, y'all, if you haven't heard, Peach McIntyre has started to file for divorce, right? Yes, shocking, shocking, shocking. Y'all like, we've been down this road before. But honey, she said it's for real this time. She's made some videos stating that she is going to go through with it. So it's official. She has started to file for divorce. She went downtown, it looks like, and she went to get her paperwork. It looks like a big old stack of papers, honey, that she went to go file for divorce from her husband Wood. So yeah, y'all, it's official. But hopefully she's able to think clearly. Hopefully she's able to keep her family together. She does have 9 children with Wood. She is the sole breadwinner for these 9 children. Her husband Wood is the stay-at-home dad. So he watches the children while she makes the money, the bread, okay, the moolah. So even though she's thinking, oh, he was disloyal to me, he betrayed me by speaking to his baby mama and speaking to his first child without me knowing, behind my back, she really does need to take a step back and think about the consequences on what financially it can do to her, being that she is the sole breadwinner for this family. All right, with these 9 children, you don't want to put any type of financial burden on yourself that you already have going on. Okay, as you all know, she's been through a lot in this past year, this year itself, and the years prior to, with finances. So going through a divorce can wreak havoc. So we're going to discuss what the financial havocs could be if Peach decides to go through with this divorce, right? So we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. All right. So let's be real. All right. So, you get married, you're happy. No one thinks that they're going to ever get divorced. No one thinks. Okay. And when you get a divorce, you think, oh, okay, my heart is broken. My heart is down. My heart aches. But also comes along with a broken heart is broken bank accounts. Okay. And as you will see, Peach is going down to Navy Federal Credit Unions, honey, because in the back of her mind, she's thinking, oh, Wood don't want the divorce, but he could still swipe, 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 and get those debit and credit cards and swipe all that money out those bank accounts. So as you see in her videos, she's going down to that Navy Federal Credit Union, and she's making sure she's changing all those debit cards and credit card numbers up, because it could be a financial crisis over there at the McIntyre household, okay? All right, so it can cause your savings to be drained because, like I said, he could swipe, swipe, swipe it out. He can get vindictive and swipe it all out. Bills piling up. Yes, she is the breadwinner, but we don't know. We do not know what all Wood is responsible for. Maybe he does, the rumors allegedly state that he does get a check. His check could go towards the light bill. His check could go towards the water bill. We don't know what his check allegedly goes to. And without him being able to pay for that, that's another financial burden on top of her already, right? Okay, so she's comfortable. She's got it set up to where he takes care of the children while she works. She's able to go on those Starbucks. She's able to go in the library. She's able to go Sam's Club, trot about, frolic about how she needs to, while he is the full-time stay-at-home dad watching the children. Without him being in the home, that's going to turn her world upside down. 9 children is a lot to take care of by yourself, right? Okay. Her world would look completely different. All right. So, also with the finances comes the lifestyle. Her lifestyle would be upside down, right? So, when you file for divorce, it's not only emotional, it's financial. Lawyer fees. Okay, so y'all can see if you go over there and look at her videos as well, she's down there paying the cost to file. It ain't free. It ain't free. She had to go out there and she had to pay the cost to file. So lawyer fees. Now, what if Wood say, hey, I don't want to pay for the divorce. If you want it, you pay for it. She's going to have to ante up for lawyer fees. Court costs. Court costs, y'all. Paperwork has to be filed. People have to get paid. Court fees, you're going to have to pay for that. All right. And then also splitting assets, right? So I don't believe they own a home together, but say, for instance, they did own a home together. You're going to have to split the cost of the home. You're going to have to maybe give up the home. You're maybe going to have to sell the home, and that would uproot the children, right? Cars. All right. We know that she has bought him a truck cash. That's what she said. She bought him a cash truck, right? So maybe she want to take the truck back, and he was like, no, it's a gift. It's mine. That's going to be an issue, right? If she gave it to him as a gift, maybe the judge is going to say, well, you're going to have to let him keep that. And then she may want to fight that and argue with it and say, no, 50% of it is mine. So maybe they're going to have to sell the truck to get the cash out of it. It's a lot of financial debacles that can go on in a divorce. So Peach got to make sure she's clear and know that she wants to go through with it, because it could be a lot that goes on with it, right? So even before the divorce start, it can be thousands of dollars to start the process, right? So you built a life together, a home, a business, income. Okay, every dollar has to be accounted for. All right, so now you're fighting for your future, you're fighting for what you've done in the past, and you're trying to make right about it, right? It's a lot, so she got to think about it. She really has to think about it. Okay, income splitting. So yeah, she's thinking, oh well, yeah, Wood would never do me that way, but you never know. You never know. Think about it. Look at Cardi B and Offset. He was asking for full custody, and he is wanting to get his taxes paid. He wants his taxes paid. You are well off yourself. So why you want your taxes paid by me? So you got to think about it. Ask Mary J. Blige, right? She didn't have any kids with Kendu, but she had to end up paying him all the alimony because she provided a certain lifestyle. All right, Peach. Now you provide a certain lifestyle for Wood. You provide a certain lifestyle for him. He's a stay-at-home dad. So he wants to be still taken care of for all these 20 plus years. Y'all been together. All right. So he still wants to be provided for. Okay. One household has to be turned into two households if you decide to get this divorce. Rent. You may have to take care of the rent wherever he's staying at, because he's going to continue to be that full-time stay-at-home dad so that you can work and provide the income for the children, right? Utilities. You got to have lights and water so those kids can see. All right. And groceries. The same way you're doing these Sam's Club haul, you might have to do another Sam's Club haul over there at his apartment to make sure those kids got the same groceries in your house. You got them in his house. Finances can trip you up, y'all. Okay, so she better think wisely about that. Everything can double up. All right, and then think about the kids. All right, the kids are involved. All right, child support, alimony. She's like, oh, he'll never. You don't know what's in his mind, because you decided to go to Navy Federal Credit Union to say, you know what, let me change these credit card numbers, because in the back of your mind, you're thinking he might just swipe that money out this bank account and leave me high and dry. He just might. So let me get a step ahead of him and change everything before he get me. So you got to think about it. If at the end of the day you do decide to go through with your divorce, he may say, I was a stay-at-home dad. I was able to live luxuriously. I was able to get Burberry. I was able to get vacations to Puerto Rico. I was able to stay at home. I was provided a vehicle, cash. I was able to be able to take care of the children full time. I'm the full time parent. I'm the one that should be able to have the children. She paid me child support, and she pays me alimony for all the years that I've been a stay at home dad. I'm telling you, listen, Mary J. Blige, Kelly Clarkson, they all had to pay alimony because they what? The breadwinner. You got to be careful. I'm telling you, these finances, it can be a whole nother game, honey. It can be a whole nother game when it comes down to it. it can be a whole nother game when it comes down to it, right? So she has to be careful she decides to go down this road. Okay. And then let's not get into credit, debit, hidden costs, right? So say for instance, they had like shared credit cards, shared loans. That can start to hurt. If she has to now double up on paying rent, double up on utilities, late payments, that can start to tear up her credit. We all know that she has some issues with finding a place to stay, with her prior eviction and everything like that because her credit was messed up. What if now that she got into her place and she started to build her credit, she does have a credit repair kit. What if she started to take her own advice and started work on her credit? So all that work she's been doing to try to build, allegedly, has now been put in vain if she does decide to get back, and do a divorce. Okay, that could be backtracked. All that hard work she's done for her credit, allegedly, if she's went down that road, that could be backtracked, right? Okay, late payments tear up your credit. So she's back to square one, right? Where she was having a hard time based on her credit, trying to find somewhere to stay. So, Peach, please make sure you think this thing through, honey. Okay? Yeah, because divorce is not just about heartbreak, baby. It's financial break as well. Okay? That could be a lot. Well, y'all, we're going to stay close and we're going to stay updated. We're going to keep y'all updated on there as well. But like I said, she has done a video showing us that she is going to go ahead and start filing for divorce. She's got the paperwork. It's a thick little booklet, honey. All right. So yeah, she says she's going to go ahead and start. Wood don't want the divorce. He wants to keep the family together. He wants to stay a stay-at-home dad, honey, and reap the benefits, allegedly. But we're going to keep y'all updated on that. But we wanted to just bring the light to the financial hardship that could possibly happen if she does decide to go through with this divorce. All right. But yeah, y'all drop down below. And what do y'all think on this here? Peach, is it over with? You finally going through with it? Or this is just another storyline? Y'all drop down below. Let me know. Is Peach going through with it? Or y'all think this is just another storyline? All right, y'all know we've been down this road 2-3 times before. So y'all let us know in those comments. All right, y'all. Well, this your girl, Tanya Marie, here with Bold One for Life, here where we want to be unique, be different, but most importantly, just be you. Thank y'all so much for coming on in the room and blessing your girl with your presence. I hope y'all have a blessed day. Ta-ta for now.